I'd like to say a very good evening to all the eminent panelists here. It is indeed a privilege to be able to share the dais with each one of you. Thank you, Sugandha, for thinking me to be worthy of this. I have to make a confession, shall we say, not just an admission. I am very far removed from politics. I can barely understand family politics. Okay, so I decided to approach this book from when Sugata asked me to be on the panel. And I told him this. And I said, I will approach it from where I am. Yeah, I am a Hindu. I am a woman in this country. I'm a woman who has enjoyed great privilege being of the religion I am, and I hold it with pride, but not with fanaticism or with fundamentalism. My mother used to vote, I think, for the Congress, but I'm not sure, because it was like democracy really thrived in our home. Nobody told anybody who they were voting for. And so we never knew. And so it was with great faith in Sugata's writing, in the way he would approach Rahul Gandhi, this very controversial figure who seems to be saddled with strange burdens, truly strange burdens. One of the things that struck me in Sugata's book was that line about being the uniter and the unifier. That possibly, this is also a similarity with the BJP and the Prime Minister of India. There are similarities despite the differences. There are these great similarities, and yet each one has carved their own path in order to achieve what they will for the nation, supposedly. But what happens to the common person in the process? The one who was reasonably educated, not necessarily erudite. I am a process worker, and so I resonate with what Dr. Sanjeev Jain spoke about. That yes, psychiatry is 200 years old, but human processes are much older. They are from the beginning of time, from the time the first human walked the earth. And I think it is with that in mind that I resonated with the book. Because what Sugata seems to do with the book is, like Sanjeev Jain pointed out, that he says he's a straight shooter. And it does get him into trouble. And just when you say, okay, here's some hope, and then there's a blooper. And I don't think Sugata has been kind all the time. I think he's able to see the simultaneity of these things that Rahul Gandhi seems to carry within. And so I want to, in fact, very early in the book, I'd like to read a passage from the book, with your permission, Sugata. Yeah? To give you a glimpse, of how in the book, both sides of the coin become available to you. So he's not, though it is about Rahul Gandhi, he's not talking exclusively about Rahul Gandhi alone. He also talks about the other side. He also talks about the possibilities. He also talks about what was not done, or what was not achieved, or what could have been done. So he says here, very early on in the book, how much ever Rahul Gandhi is acquainted with public attention and adulation, this is a heady moment of success for him. As the media mindlessly showers praise, as his rivals silence their guns, and his own insecure party men grant him more victories than he should take credit for, the real problem begins for Rahul. The problem of tending to believe a little too much in his own destiny and nourishing the surge of greatness inside him. Surely he is well groomed to stem this tide eventually. But then there is an antidote exercise that he can follow to handle it quickly and with some marked efficiency. All that he has to do is stand before the mirror in classical style and begin to doubt as well as deny himself all his election victories. Even at the risk of sounding like Priyanka Gandhi's Vipassana instructor, let us proceed to detail some plain speaking that Rahul Gandhi should do with himself. The first thing he has to tell the mirror is that there is nothing called the Rahul doctrine, or that he has not evolved one as yet. He is being praised for the Uttar Pradesh UP victory. And this he quotes from a source. But he should emphasize that the 12 extra seats came not because of some great strategy, but by default. The decision to go it alone in the large state was also not a carefully thought out game plan, but was more a slide of circumstances and a lingering, vague idea that lacked confidence. He should ponder.
ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಧ್ವನಿ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬೆಲ್ ಐಕಾನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ.